Welcome to Court Chronicles, your no-holds-barred, unfiltered dive into the NBA's rawest, most gut-wrenching truths. Tonight, we're tearing into a tragedy, a full-on Shakespearean collapse that hit the hardwood like a thunderclap on April 4, 2025 at the Chase Center. Nikola Jokic, the Serbian colossus, the undisputed monarch of this league, stood tall, a towering figure against Steph Curry's Golden State Warriors. 33 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists. A stat line that roars dominance, a testament to a king's unyielding will. Yet the Denver Nuggets fell. 118-104 in a slaughter that wasn't just a loss, it was a betrayal. A king abandoned by his crumbling court. Steph Curry had his army. Podziemski dropping 26. Butler spinning in with 19. But Jokic, he fought alone. A titan stranded in a wasteland of incompetence. This wasn't a game. It was a public execution of a dynasty that never was. Buckle up, because we're ripping this disaster apart piece by bloody piece. We're exposing the brilliance, the chaos, and the unforgivable failures that define this saga. You won't believe how deep this rot goes. How a giant this mighty could be brought to his knees by the very kingdom he's carried on his back for years. But how does a titan this colossal crash so hard? Let's peel back the bloody layers of this catastrophe and see what's really festering underneath. Let's get one thing straight right here, right now. Nikola Jokic isn't human. He's a goddamn extraterrestrial. A basketball deity dropped from the cosmos to torch this league and leave it in ashes. Against the Warriors, he flipped the switch to monster mode. 33 points on 13 mode of 17 shooting, a jaw-dropping 76% from the field, 57% from beyond the arc, and a perfect unflinching 100% from the free throw line. 9 assists, 2 steals. This isn't a stat line, it's a war cry, a primal scream that echoes through the annals of NBA history. And if that wasn't enough to make your head spin, rewind to April 1st. He dropped 61 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists in a double overtime epic against Minnesota. 61 points, the most ever in a triple-double, a career high that didn't just break records, it shattered them into dust and left the league trembling. This man's bending the game like a puppet master, pulling strings no one else can even see. He's averaging 29.7 points, 12.8 rebounds, and 10.2 assists this season. Career best. That don't just whisper MVP, they scream it from the mountaintops. 3 MVPs in 4 years, and he's still rewriting the script with a grotesque masterpiece of finesse and fury. Against Golden State, he was unbothered. A giant among ants, a colossus laughing at the Warriors' pitiful attempts to contain him. Beast mode, Trinashetni, Steph Curry, and Nuggets, Nahilosi, Nikola Jokic, a greater shooter. But let's be real, even Steph knows Jokic is the true monster here. This isn't dominance, this is revolution. A one-man uprising against a league too blind to bow. He's not just playing basketball, he's redefining it, humiliating it, making it his own personal playground, while the rest of the NBA scrambles to keep up. But if Jokic is this unstoppable, this godlike, why the hell did Denver get crushed? Let's point the finger at the real culprits and drag them into the light. Steph Curry might have stolen the night with 36 points, 7 threes. Each one a dagger, plunged deeper into Denver's bleeding heart, but don't you dare be fooled. He had a freaking army behind him. Brandon Podziemski dropped 26 like it was nothing. Jimmy Butler spun a high post masterpiece for 19 points and snagged 4 steals like a thief in the night. And the Warriors shot like demons possessed, racking up their 5th straight win with a ruthless, unrelenting assault. This was a symphony of destruction, a team clicking on every cylinder, a well-oiled machine tearing through the Nuggets' defenses like paper. And Jokic, he was a king deserted, left to fend for himself by a court of cowards and ghosts. Jamal Murray's been MIA for 4 games. 4! Leaving Jokic to drag Denver's lifeless corpse across the hardwood. Alone! The Nuggets are a pathetic 4P8 without Murray this season. And this game laid bare the rot. 104 measly points against Golden State's 118. An embarrassment. A disgrace. Steph had lieutenants. Jokic had shadows. Phantoms who vanished when the heat turned up. Russell Westbrook tried 12 points, 11 rebounds, 16 assists, but the rest? A pitiful, spineless joke. Denver shot 71% in the first quarter, Jokic dropping 15 points single-handedly, then collapsed like a house of cards in a hurricane. Where's the fight? Where's the grit? Where's the damn support? This isn't a team. It's a travesty, a sham, a betrayal of everything Jokic stands for. Steph's victory was a team triumph, a collective coronation. Jokic's defeat was a solo crucifixion, a king nailed to the cross by his own kingdom's failures. Denver's front office, Calvin Booth, they failed him. They've left him to rot in this dumpster fire of mediocrity when he deserves a dynasty, a throne, a legacy that shakes the earth. So why does the best player alive keep getting screwed like this? Let's rip the MVP debate wide open and expose the sham that's holding him back. 4 MVPs, screw that. 5 wouldn't even scratch the surface of Nikola Jokic's reign. This man's play style is a revolution. A terrifying, beautiful fusion of artistry and annihilation that's rewriting the NBA's soul. Line by bloody line, 61 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists on April 1st, then 33, 12, and 9 on April 4th. That's not a stat line, that's a legacy carved in sweat, blood, and the tears of his enemies. He's racked up 663 assists this season, 830 rebounds, a true shooting percentage of 63.4%, numbers that make other MVPs look like cheap knockoffs. Pretenders scrambling for scraps at his table. Shy Gilgeous-Alexander, a cute little footnote. Steph Curry, a flashy sideshow with a jump shot. Jokic, he's the real deal. A statistical titan who bends reality with every lumbering, unstoppable step. Critics dare to whine he's not clutch. Bullshit. He tied that Minnesota game with ice-cold free throws after 52 grueling minutes, staring down the clock like it owed him money. They cry he needs wins, then give him a damn TMU, cowards. The Nuggets are 47-31, clinging to third in the West, but Jokic's plus-minus is godlike, a beacon in the dark. He's not chasing awards. He's redefining value itself, turning the MVP race into a one-man coronation. The NBA's refusal to crown him again isn't just a mistake, it's a crime. A gutless, spineless slap to the most dominant force since Shaq in his prime. Denver's collapse isn't his failure. It's proof he's too colossal, too transcendent for this garbage roster. Stop the voting now. This isn't a debate, it's a reckoning. And Jokic is the judge, jury, and executioner. But even kings fall when their empire rots to the core. Let's face the ugly, festering truth of Denver's betrayal. Even in defeat, Nikola Jokic's brilliance outshines Steph Curry's victory like a supernova swallowing a candle. Steph needed his posses, his Podzemskis, his butlers to seal the deal, but Jokic, he needed no one, and he still nearly dragged Denver to glory. 33 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists. A near triple-double that marked Golden State's depth, that laughed in the face of their so-called teamwork. This loss wasn't his fault. It was a neon sign screaming Denver's failure. A billboard of shame flashing for the world to see. The Nuggets are a sinking ship, a decaying carcass of a roster, suffocating their king under the weight of its own incompetence. Jamal Murray's absence is a dagger twisting in the wound, but the real crime, the front office hasn't built a juggernaut worthy of Jokic majesty. Not even close. Imagine this. Jokic with elite wings, a true point guard, a dynasty to cross the West like a steamroller over glass. Instead, he's got scraps, a roster of nobodies who wilt under pressure, who scatter like rats when the lights get bright. He's the sun, the blazing heart of this team, but Denver's trapped him in a black hole of mediocrity. Fans on X are raging, trade for help, sack Booth, give him something, and they're damn right to scream. Jokic isn't just an MVP. He's the soul of this league, a ruler who transcends wins and losses, a god among mortals. Give him a real team, and he'll conquer the NBA like the emperor he was born to be. Until then, we're witnessing a tragedy, a solitary joker, an alien king left to rot in a crumbling, pathetic kingdom. Wake up, Denver! This isn't just a warning. It's your last damn chance before the empire burns to the ground and takes your legacy with it. So, what's next for this lone monarch in a dying realm? Let's wrap this with a call to arms that'll shake the rafters. That's it for tonight on Court Chronicles. Nikola Jokic is the king of this league, a force of nature rewriting basketball history with every earth-shaking step. 33 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists against the Warriors, 61 in a triple-double just days before against Minnesota. This man's a living legend, a titan who's outgrown the game itself. But Denver's letting him waste away, a monarch betrayed by his own kingdom, a ruler left to bleed out on the battlefield. This isn't just a loss, it's a damn wake-up call, a siren blaring in the night. The NBA must crown his reign, must stop this farce of a debate, and hand him the MVP he's earned in blood. And the Nuggets? They need to build him an empire, trade for stars, fire the fools, do something, or watch it all collapse into ash and ruin. Drop your thoughts below. Is Jokic the true MVP, the real king of this league? Does Denver even deserve him, or should he demand out? Smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. We're not done exposing the truth, not by a long shot. This is Court Chronicles, where we cut through the fluff and deliver the raw, unfiltered reality. Until next time, stay locked in, stay pissed off, and let's demand justice for the Joker. Because if this league will give it to him, we damn well will.